Yes, what is going on, people? Right now, I'm sitting across like this room from a legend in the game right now. Like I was speaking to someone outside a minute ago, and they're saying if they don't know who this person is, why are they even into music? So, I mean, I think you just need to introduce yourself. You know.
Don't. How'd I follow that? Hi, I'm Shy FX.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I was expecting something epic. I had music playing in my head. I was like, I'm Shy FX.
Don't. Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Yeah. So you got a brand new song out right now.
Yeah.
Came out about a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
And how you finding the reception so far?
It's been sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been nice, man.
Yeah. Like it's one of them situations where with like Roses Gabor and Ghetts. You worked with Roses before on Raver with K.
Yeah.
And then is this the first time working with Ghetts or you worked with him before?
The first time we released something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you kind of like work with Breakage and like decide to put them two on the track?
I was in a like writing session with Breakage when we done the instrumental for Chocolate, and we had various people coming in and out. So that rhythm track was just one of the ones that Roses decided to try it in on.
Yeah.
And yeah, she absolutely smashed it. And then with the subject matter and how it's just flowing and whatnot, it just made sense to get Ghetts on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When I listen to it, Ghetts comes in, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's sick. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, but why is it so short?
I know.
Yeah. Did you lot decide just come in, just smash it in and
Yeah. This is
Yeah.
And I like the way he's quite laid back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's quite chilled on there.
Yeah.
The flow is sick. And considering the beat's 125 as well, you know what I mean? He found that pocket, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's hard. That's a kind of awkward BPM sometimes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because it's not 140 or it's not like a 90 or a 70.
Yeah.
Some people start struggling.
Right.
I mean,
And held like a don, but it gets in it.
Trust me. Now, you know what, yeah? 2-3 weeks ago, if you said 125, I'd have been like, what is 125? I was like, some people would be saying like, what is 125? We're talking about beats.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. But studio mode, yeah.
Trust me, you're the DJ. DJ guys are just in there.
You know what I mean?
In the zone. But, all right, so with that, Chocolate, is there a video coming soon or what's the plan?
Yeah, there's a video that we're working on at the minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that as well.
Just looking over at management is cracking.
Just making sure that you don't give information away.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
Anyway.
We're not going to be doing any revealing facts.
Yeah,
just getting the questions through.
Yeah, that was good, man.
But yeah, so one thing as well, which is always key, is the fact that you've been around for so long.
Yeah.
Right? So the first track you released was 92, right?
93, 94.
It wasn't original Nutter, that wasn't the first one.
No, there's one before. Jungle Love.
Yeah.
Which actually made, there was a few of us that made that track.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just weird. It's a weird one. But in fact, you know what? Before that, there's a tune called Ride Up Panani, and I had the flip side to that.
Yeah.
Which was a reggae tune.
Yeah.
And then the Shy Fits thing came after that.
Okay. Yeah. So obviously with drum and bass, a lot of people, they see that as kind of like a lot of people will say golden age hip hop, or they'll say drum and bass and jungle were the sounds of the 90s. So what influenced you to decide to like make that kind of style of music and champion it for so long?
Oh man, that's such a big question, to be fair. I mean, there's lots going on, and at that time I was listening to the Demon Boys and London Posse and that kind of vibe, as well as the reggae dancehall bashment thing.
Yeah.
But things were still quite segregated back then, and when I first experienced the jungle rave, just seeing the lasers and the lights and seeing black people and white people and everyone.
Yeah.
And then hearing, the MC with a British accent and, because a lot of people are still trying to rap with an American accent back then. I know it sounds mad now, do you know what I mean? But it was
still doing up to 89 years ago.
Yeah, I hear you. But I mean, it was, ridiculous. Yeah. No one really embraced the UK accent like that, apart from some of the acts like I mentioned, London Posse, Demon Boys being two of them. But yeah, and I heard this thing and this energy, and I was like, I need to be a part of this, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it, do you know what I mean? Just, and because it was so fresh and everyone was experimenting and it was just anything goes, it was just a melting pot of different cultures and vibes, and it was sick. It was,
Yeah, and it's something that's kind of like gone through all of your music throughout time as well. There's always been that kind of theme I think there's only one song I could think of off the top of my head with Shigai.
Oh, Shingy. Yeah.
I always look at the name and I know I'll say it right, I always say it wrong. But yeah, like that was more kind of like tribal influences that came out this year.
Yeah.
But how hard is it to be kind of, as music's changed around you, and like, for example, like say in 98, drum and bass would have been like one of the biggest things around, to now where drum and bass is incorporated in stuff, but isn't at the front of it. Do you know what I mean? How hard has it been to kind of like keep your music adapting with the times?
It's not. That sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But it's just not. If you're following your truth, and again, it sounds like some overly spiritual thing, but if you're following your truth and your path, it's not really a thing like that. It's nuts now looking at how people look at my music, because at that time, I was still seen as the outsider. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't really doing what other people were doing at the time. I wasn't in the right camp. It was all... I've always pretty much been on my own lane and saying this is my interpretation of such and such, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and to be fair, I think when you love music and you really just appreciate music and the art and, you know, everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
I'm out all the time. I'm soaking in stuff all the time. You know what I mean? It's if you, I don't know, it's just easier to go in the studio and make music that you know will, it's you, but you know can still fit amongst everything else that's happening.
See, that is a legend and a pioneer answer. Do you know what I mean? Because other people would be like, I didn't change. I didn't want to change. Like, you know what I mean? There's no point. But then some of them people, they're not around no more. Do you know what I mean? So it's slightly different.
Yeah, and it's not, I don't really see it as changing. It's just, it just happens. It's just, you know, you want to push yourself. And the sets I play, it's just really across the board. It's eclectic. It starts from, can start from anywhere really. It can start from, you know, something like reggae all the way through. And I just make music to slot in and fit that, do you know what I mean? So, you know, whether it's a transition or whether it's to replace a particular energy in the set. I don't really...
To be fair, it works because like there are some of the remixes that you've done have kind of brought new people in with you. Like Emily Sandé Wiley. Like Prodigy, Chronics, Rag and Bone Man, and the way you've kind of cut it up and always brought like new people see that, then go back and then go back, and then if they really like the original core stuff, they'll go there. So I think that you just done like crazy job on it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just done so well. Like I don't think there's that many people that can say they've done what you've done.
I'll let you say that.
I'm just speaking truth.
Thanks.
But for you then, so when you're making music in general, how does it start for you? Like if we're deconstructing the beat, where do you start?
It's different for everything. It really is. I mean, most of the time I make music by myself. And it depends if I played out the night before, because if I played out the night before, then usually what's in my head is, okay, that was a sick party. What I make now, what would have fit into that set last night? What would have done the dance? You know what I mean? That's a few days later, it might just be, you know, I'm just in a different mood. I just want to make something to just suit that mood. I really can't. Yeah, it can be anything. You know what I mean?
It just ranges.
If you're talking about like a technical perspective, I don't know. I normally start with beats, just getting the drums sounding nice. Add the bass, and I don't know where we're going with this. It could just start with anything. Can start with a vocal. Can just start with an idea.
What inspires you, and that
Yeah.
So, for example, let's use the new song as the example. Chocolate.
Yeah.
Where did that come from? That was the key one, because I was like, I like this tune, but I'm thinking chocolate though. One thing, I'm like, this could mean what the bait mean the chocolate, and then like obviously.
To be fair, the lyrics and stuff, that was Roses. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The music, you know, was what we did. After she came with that, then started building a concept around it, and then, you know, it was easier for Ghetts to do his thing, and then I got Marlon Davis to do the comedy bit at the end as well. Chocolate's got a few levels, man. I mean,
it does.
You know.
I mean, obviously at the end you hear the white chocolate bit.
Yeah.
Obviously,
so
Ghetts talking about dark chocolate in there.
Exactly.
So,
you know. So chocolate's in season, literally. You know, about chocolate itself. It could mean, you know, dark-skinned people.
Yeah.
It could mean anything. You know what I mean?
It could range. It's universal with it.
Yeah.
Basically, we could say everybody likes chocolate. That's the way.
See it there.
But right, so when you get to releasing new tracks, do you still have the same nerves or anticipation or excitement after each one?
Nah, man.
It's just kind
No,
of
not at all. It's just again, I make music. I'm selfish with it.
Yeah.
It's just I make music. I know I don't release music unless I'm happy with it. And I've this conversation I had with Breakage actually in the studio was like, you know, it's art, innit? And
Yeah.
some people are gonna like your art, some aren't. And if you don't like it, cool, safe, it's all good. I know it's sick.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And if you don't like this, trust me, I make so much different types of music. You're gonna like something.
Yeah.
You know what I
Basically,
mean? But
if you open up your Serato, it's mad, isn't it?
it's not a joke. so I'm sounding a bit boasty now, but now I'll pull back a bit. But
Like you deserve to flex. Like, you know what I mean?
no, for me, it's just one part of, you know, the puzzle. It's just one of many tunes. It's I see everything as, you know, that was that moment. I captured that moment. Okay, now let me move on to the next thing. And again, it's almost like when I was making music back in the day when we were just making music literally for that gig or that night.
Yeah.
And you want to have the freshest new dub plate. You know, you make that, you've done it.
Yeah.
You move on to the next thing. Don't really get caught up on anything else and other people's expectations, whatever. It's like, no, this works and it works in my set and I feel good about it. That's me. You know what I mean?
So like, let's run on one thing that you just said there about like obviously making stuff in the old school days, making stuff now. What, like, do you think Shy FX, if you came out say 2015, what do you think it would have been like if instead of like 90 back in the 90s? Do you think there'd be like a difference? Do you think it'd be easier to like get the music across earlier to people? What do you think?
It's easier to get the music out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because I mean, there's always a lot of people that always start saying like, oh yeah, like if these people like went back in the 90s, they wouldn't be as big as they are. Do you know what I mean? So I was trying to flip that and see.
Yeah, that's there's too many variables, you know what I mean? Cultural relevance is a lot.
Yeah.
You've got to look at the times, you've got to look at what you're saying, what you're doing for the culture, whatever that culture may be. It must be my stomach that's rumbling, you know? Don't, excuse me. Can you hear it in the headphones?
Yeah, you know, a little rumble.
Yeah, well, you know, that just shows how real it is, man. I had anything to eat. You know what, I can't even answer your question. I'd like to think that had I started in 2015, I would have made an impact. I don't know what to say to that, do you know what I mean? But who knows?
Yeah, it's just one thing that just...
I think it's easier to get your music out there, but then it's easier for everybody, so there's more noise.
Yeah.
So I suppose maybe it's difficult to actually find the good stuff amongst...
all the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to filter.
I think with the culture back then, with the dubplate culture especially, I'm not sure if we've got enough time to even go into all of that, but essentially a dubplate was an acetate, a disc that you could play up to 30 times before it started to degrade. And for a DJ to cut a dubplate, you'd have to spend hard P on it. So they were kind of the gatekeepers. If they weren't playing your tune on dubplate, you weren't really getting a look in. And because they were paying X amount of money, they would have to make sure that the tune was what they considered fire. So there was, the quality control was arguably higher at the time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, dubplate culture is something that is making this kind of a comeback now. It kind of went away for a bit. I'm going to say Red Bull culture clash. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna bring that in there. You know what I mean? But like, that was kind of a big look. And obviously the dubplates and then you guys winning Rebel Sound, that was mad. Because you lot beat some stiff competition, you know. I'm not going to lie. Like, I was kind of more supporting other people.
Yeah, loads of people wrote us off, you know what I mean? But, yeah.
Yeah, and like, I feel like dubplate culture, will it come back? Do you think it's going to come back big time now, or?
I don't know. Again, I don't really think about that kind of stuff. I know that I'm going to do what I can do to make my set a majority dub plates, and
Yeah.
that's the vibe, innit?
Because you've got your own tour coming up.
Yeah, sound system tour.
So is that going
I
to...
like the way you just led into that. That was slick.
Jump, you got to do
That was
like
slick.
that, Jump, come on.
Yeah, so again, it's just a take on all of that. The whole dub plate specials, customized tunes for the event.
Yeah.
That.
What can people expect from that tour? 'Cause you've got 5 dates going across the UK.
Yeah.
It's going to be very, very live. There's no London date, is there?
No.
So we're gonna be struggling to try and make it to the closest spot. But yeah, what can people expect? I'm expecting some key killer dub plates.
Yeah, exactly that, man. Vibes, dub plates, visuals. Just the whole my take on my sound system culture. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we've got 3 tracks that'll come out. Big kind of tracks come out this year so far. Are we getting another one before 2018?
Yeah. Hopefully, my stomach's going for it, man.
He's food after this,
Don't. Hopefully more than that. Do you know what I mean? Because they're stockpiled. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to hearing more music.
Oh, nice one, brother.
I appreciate you chatting to me today as well.
No, thank you, sir.
All the best. I'm gonna let you just outro the thing right now. I'll pass it back to you.
Okay,
Go
cool.
on. What do you say? What do you want to say?
Oh, come on. I don't really do interviews like this, so this is all new to me, so you're going to have to bail me out here.
All right, should we just play the tune?
Yeah.
All right, if you introduce the tune for us then.
I'm Shy Fetz, and this is Chocolate featuring Breakage, Roses Gabor and Ghetts.